So let's see what we're going to get hopping on to the next one. This next one is an album request for today. Let's go. This was sent in by Anon. We have a Google Doc and a Spotify link right here. I believe with the Spotify link, it's probably going to be an album, but it could be a playlist. Let's see. Oh, okay. This is the Navy Blue Google Doc. Okay, you know what? I'll read the Google Doc when I get back. I feel like that would be more streamlined to read the Google Doc, then listen to the album rather than read the Google Doc, bathroom break, listen to the album. Let me play you guys some high quality, royalty-free music. What a beautiful channel for beats. How would we rate what we just heard? Have you guys heard, I don't know if all of you were here for Beat Laden. Yep. Beat Laden. This is ass. So with that being said, let's get into this album request right here, all right? No more time wasting. We're going to hop into this and see how it is going to turn out. So we got the Google Doc right here. Okay, there we go. 9 songs, 40 minutes and 28 seconds. Hell yeah. Hello, Mr. TV. Amy here. Hello, Amy. So in August of this year, I've released my 3rd album, Navy Blue. It is the album you are going to listen to today, and I have a few things I would like to say beforehand. First of all, it is the first project I have released that is entirely self-produced by me. It is what I am the most proud of about this record. Also on page 2 of this doc, I have written some additional information about the album I would like you to check only after having finished your listen. Let's see what we're gonna get going into this right here. I was about to scroll down a page on the Google Doc, but we're doing that after the album. So we got 9 songs on this. I saw that the length was like 40 minutes and I was like, okay, we're getting like 15 tracks on this thing, but there's 9. Looks like we got some features here from 2IC, a couple 2IC ones out here, a couple double T ones as well, and clxdyz, I believe was how you say that, right? So track number 1 on Navy Blue by Amy FM. This one is called Shine. Hey.
Where you been? Yeah, I've been by my shit. Yeah. Player one going for the highest score. All these bitches, yeah, they can't tell me shit. Yeah. I don't know, I don't care. It's a vibe.
This part of the hook sounds really nice. I like this section, the kind of vocal tone here.
Now it's my time to shine.
No loops or anything in here. Very nice.
Ain't no one does fly like me. I'm the best and they all know it. Life is nothing but bliss. Does it always feel like this? Yeah. Above this, probably nothing.
Really nice start to that verse as well. I'm liking the experimentation with deliveries. Nice. We still have the Mario bars, of course. Love this part of the chorus. That beat just makes me happy, man. It's my time to shine. Woo! We're starting it off nice, man. I feel like I say this every time I get sent in something new by Amy, but it's just so cool. Because, you know, I've been doing these streams for like 2 years now, and in those 2 years, like a lot of the people that send in their own music, I get to see their progression over that time. And it's one of the things that's been really cool to see with Amy's music, just the way that, you know, with it being self-produced as well, just seeing the way that the production is stepping up, the vocals are stepping up. Shine, sort of like start to finish, I think is one of the smoothest Amy FM tracks that I've heard so far. Production on this was absolutely lovely. It had that infectiously bubbly sound to it, which infectiously bubbly sounds kind of horrific as a way to describe something, but I promise that's a good thing, all right? It's got this nice colorful sound to it that I really like. And then from a vocal perspective as well, better cadences, experimenting with a few different deliveries. Yeah, it sounded so clean, Verticam. The mix was great in here. I really like the cadence on the second half of the chorus. I would give that one an 8 to kick it off. I need to get a notes page, keep track of favorites, least favorites, etc.
That's good.
Shine was a great way to kick this off. Kind of like just sets up the tone of the album a little bit as well, with the hook being like, you know, being in the shadows for a long time. Now it's my time to shine. Let's see what we're going to get hopping on to our next one right here. Second is saying also Matt and I are on the next one. So if you don't like it, group diss track on CDTV. Oh my God. This is called Love Heals, MEFM, 2IC, and Double T.
Yeah, I feel like Amy, but like Iridescence at large.
Spoken word intro is Schmirko. Hold up.
It's like a gift. Like that shit is crazy. Shout out to Iridescence.
The glaze is crazy. Come on now.
What you talking about? Right down. Immortal flying among stars.
Okay, you call me a glaze, you're just coming. No, I take it back. I take it back. I'm sorry, Schmirko. No, hold on. This is my favorite. This may be my favorite verse right here. To be filled in. Bruh. We're going off right here. Fun delivery, man. Okay, we're doing the Sharon versus thing. Nice. Yeah, okay, all three on the verses. Nice. Perfectly showcases the chemistry just to kick it off. Love that. Second command with the nice flow here. Whoa. The vocals on this verse here. Bruh. I'm impressed so far.
What you talking about? Right down. Immortal flying among stars.
To be filled, you know, I was actually inspired by the great German poet Friedrich. Let's go. Oh man, that was a fun one. Really carried its length perfectly for a 4-minute long track. Production here was really fun. The chemistry on display here I thought was fantastic. Each verse having all three of the rappers on the track on it. I think that was really effective, and you guys all worked really well together. I feel like there was some genuine chemistry to this, and I feel like they all brought their own little thing to their sections that made them stand out. I think everybody added to the song. I love Double T's deliveries. Those were super catchy and interesting. Second in Command came through with, you know, some of the faster flows, especially at the start of the second verse, which I thought was really nice. And then I really liked Amy FM's parts during the second verse with the way the lines were sort of like split up. There was just a really catchy flow to that. Seriously, Amy's flow has improved immeasurably. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think why that part of the verse really stuck with me, Amy FM's part during the second verse, it was so nicely constructed. Oh, my YouTube tab crashed because Chrome is shit at utilizing RAM. Yeah, I thought that was absolutely lovely, and I'm really enjoying this so far, man. I think it really nails what it's going for. It's an extremely fun one. I think everybody was good on here. That's one I would happily come back to and, you know, keep replaying. It's a really nice track.
That's good.
Lovely. Let's see what we're going to get hopping on to the next one. This is track number 3 on Navy Blue. It's called Starfield.
Look at me in the eyes. Tell me you'll be fine. Yeah, $1,000,000 clouds over your head. Walking down the
Production work is so smooth. Oh my God.
A giant storm coming right ahead. Look at me in the eyes. Tell me you'll be fine.
I like the sincerity of this one.
And tell me one more time.
That beat is lovely.
Tell me you'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay, we got like a little instrumental outro on this one. I like a track here that's a little bit more, you know, puts more emphasis on the vocals. Because the vocals were a lot more present and a lot more of the focus on this one. And I think that showcases again, the growth within them. Then that little like UFO style synth, come on. And that man, this feels like if Tyler the Creator was an alien. That's what that feels like. I really like that one. I think that's a really cool track. I love the sound of it. As someone that is a sucker for synths, as we have very much established so far, I think this was right down my alley. And yeah, like I said on the outro, that just felt like Tyler the Creator from space. Not in a derivative way, in a good way. That it just like kind of reminded me of some of the stuff that I like about certain parts of his production, but while still very much feeling like its own thing. I think it worked as one that was more, put more emphasis and focus on the vocals. I feel like it's another track that really highlights the growth in the vocals, the delivery and everything, because this exact same track, but a few projects ago, it would definitely be more flawed, like on Bliss, for example. If this was on Bliss, I really enjoyed it. I thought that beat was magical, and Amy's vocals were really solid on it. I personally think this one was fine without like a sort of big payoff necessarily. I liked it. It's either a high 7 or an 8. We might still be on an 8 right here, or is it a high 7? It's like a 7.8, 7.9 maybe. I'm indecisive on it, but I do think it's still good, and I still very much enjoy it. Or maybe it is still an 8. Fuck it.
That's good.
I still think I enjoyed it on the same level as the rest of the project so far. Let's see what we are gonna get going into the next one right here, track number 4. This one is called Dusk. Damn, I haven't even been writing down favorites, I just realized, but I guess I'm rating everything on like the same level so far. Hey, we throwing it back on this one? Bring a dab and bap.
Let me take you to the stars.
Ooh.
Lost in eternity, where the planet shines in colors I've never seen. Hope it makes sense
Okay, we're going a
now.
bit smoother on this one.
Want you to get lost in it. Will you remember me when I'm gone?
Experimentation on this one's interesting because it does sound quite different to what you would. It's got some like common elements between other indie songs, but generally we got some differences going on here.
Will you remember me when I'm gone? Or will I just fade out like it was all nothing?
I'm assuming you can probably guess at this point. Really like the vocals on the hook here.
It's my
I do like that, experimenting with a different vibe on this one. More lounge music-y. I would say for Dusk, I think that is vocally my favorite track. Amy adapted to the production really nicely on this one, but there is something that's kind of like holding it back a little bit for me. I think the experimentation is really cool, and I like the idea of going for this like lounge sound. I don't know if it's like some certain sounds in the instrumental that feel a little bit like conflicting for me. Like the bass line was just like slightly jarring with everything else, even though it was like really nice on its own. Still liked it. And again, vocally, I think it's the best one here so far. Let's see what we're going to get hopping on to our next one. I still think Dusk was very nice for what it was. Let's see what we're going to get on the next one. This is track number 5. It is ORCHIDS and features Second in Command. I was going to say the longest. It's the second longest one on the album at 5 minutes. That atmosphere immediately from that mixing on the vocals. That's how I'm feeling right now. Wow, okay. Nice. When you got like a 5-minute track, you sort of have the space to give it this kind of build up. And I really like that. Okay.
And I I just can't get enough. I can't get enough.
Nice, okay.
Bring me down, she brings me down.
Man, we got a really smooth one here. Man, that beat is fucking magic. Hey. Okay, that's 2 I see there.
Unpredictable, but I like it. Wanna drink you up, but things like this. Give me what I need, it's for the mindless. I like this, I like this. Bring me down, she brings me down. Say when it's down,
Fit the track wonderfully. Oh man. Schmirkle saying second, this might be a top 3 performances of you. It just sounds so damn cool. It fit the track so wonderfully. I think that's exactly it too. I see it. It had some restraint to it as well, and knowing like just the right amount to do on here. Didn't need crazy like energy on this one or anything. Just like a nice, smooth vibe going on it. Works for the song perfectly. And wow, what a beat, man. Like 5 minutes, 20 seconds. Crazy. And it's so nice just seeing Amy's vocals be more sharpened. Synth. Oh. Hey, Mr. Pitbull, how we feeling about this one? ORCHIDS was lovely. That definitely carried its length very, very well. The beat was magical on there. Second in Command had a small part in the song, but really added to it nicely and fit the vibe wonderfully. I thought that was great. This has been really consistently good so far. I mean, 9 songs. I think each of them is justifying its inclusion on the album. With the 9 songs that it's got so far, each of them feels necessary and feels like it should be on here. I'm gonna give that one, it may just be another 8, man. Love that it took its time to build up the track and not rush into anything. We're an 8 on that one, man.
That's good.
The hell are my favorites at this point. So let's see what we're gonna get. Hopping on to the next one right here, track number 6. This one is called Web. Ooh. Oh. Oh.
I get the most. No, I don't know the loss.
Okay. Hey.
Plug,
Are we about to get like fucking Bruno Mars on this track? This is very clean.
draw, show him who's the boss, yeah.
I tie to shine, 24 carats when I smile. Get fly, get high like a climb to find. She wanna take me far,
Bruh.
far away from here. A trip into her mind, in places I've never seen.
I like that verse a lot.
Yeah. Don't fight the feeling.
Hold on. Give me that do again.
Don't fight the feeling.
Oh.
Let it run this way.
Hold up. One more time.
When she gets near me, there never was anything else. But girl, she got me.
Come on.
In her way.
Such a good beat.
Far into space.
And that delivery is cool as fuck.
Shades no all black. Double T.
Come on, man. Those snaps, lovely.
Don't fight the feeling. Let it run this way. But girl, she got me.
We're getting an Amy dance track, man. Come on now.
Nice mate to fuck. She's sexy when she dances. I can't put my look elsewhere. Ride with me for the night. Don't fight the feeling. Let it run this way.
I can't stop reacting to that. I love that little touch so much, man. That was so peak. Web was so good. I can see people having an issue with these vocals, but they're wrong. Yeah, I thought the vocals were great on this track. I thought they were really fitting for the production. I liked hearing what felt almost like a little bit more, I don't know if Amy's like natural voice is the right way to put it, but just that sort of like straight up rapped delivery I thought was so cool on here. That little sound we got each time before we went into the chorus, that had a hold on me, man. Pew, 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 pew. Everything about the production outside of that was so smooth. That is one of my favorite tracks on here. That's a high 8. potentially bordering on a 9. My God.
That's good.
I wasn't expecting this to be like weak or anything, but I'm surprised at what this album is doing. Like, wow. I think this is really, really pulling off what it's going for on basically every track. Let's see how it's gonna go as we continue hopping on to the next track right here. Next one we got is track number 7, another one with a double T feature, and this is called Venus. Okay. Will we get more to be filled in? Let's see.
Among the stars, I swear I'm on my place. Tell me which
808s are really clean. Oh. Smooth. Hey, to be filled in, let's go. Hold on, not to pause in the middle of the track, I know that's what I'm doing, but we were talking earlier about shit that is overplayed on the radio. If I have to hear that fucking mystical, magical song one more time, I am gonna lose it. Why is this doing every type of track it's going for so fucking well? Okay, more double T here, let's go. Man, the soundscapes on here are pretty incredible. Damn. Yeah, the soundscapes here are just magic. It's staying consistently good so far, man. How are you doing it, Amy? Everything feels like the most fleshed out version of an Amy FM song so far. A lot of the time when I'm approaching viewer sent in requests during these streams, you know, I'll be honest, but I'm gonna be less harsh. I don't want to discourage anybody from making music, so I'll be honest, but I will be a little bit lighter in terms of what I say, and maybe, you know, a little bit looser in terms of my ratings. But like, coming around to stuff like this, it's like I feel like I'm rating this how I would rate everything else, because to me it's kind of stepped up to that level, you know. Double T was great here as well. I think he fit the vibe of the track wonderfully. He's pretty distinctive with his deliveries. He's standing out on the songs that he's on. It's really good stuff.
That's good.
And the silly voice, man. Hey, you're doing good though, Double T. Hey, CDTV asking me how many tears he shed trying to mix Matt's voice. What was it difficult? Let's just say they bullied me into buying a new microphone. Hey, fair enough. Let's see what we're going to get hopping on to our next one. This is the second last track on Navy Blue. I feel like the album has been very well paced so far as well. Track number 8, Black Hole, featuring clxdyz. Let's go.
I'm searching for a better place. I wish that I could put my head to rest. Sat down thinking about years ago. Same mistakes, there's the same mistakes. Same mistakes, there's the same mistakes. She asked me what's my name. She didn't believe me.
And that's clxdyz here.
I'll meet you there. The dreams that I gotta text.
Pretty smooth one. I like this part here. It gives me a little bit of like a young Laden, Blade-esque vibe. I like it. Okay, we're gonna have an extended kind of outro on this one. Nice. Another synth coming in there, beautiful. Yeah, I really like the outro on that one. Pretty smooth track. Black Hole was not bad at all. That's one that I maybe, again, like slightly cooler on than the rest of the tracks, but still had a nice atmosphere to it. Really good deliveries from Amy once again, and clxdyz was solid here too. I'd give this one a solid 7. It's a cool track. It's enjoyable. I like the extended outro on this one. ladies and gentlemen, the final track on the album, track number 9 on Navy Blue by Amy FM. It is called In the End, and we are closing with an 8-minute, 22-second track. I'm curious to see what we are gonna get right here.
Across the sky, we've been through these lines of stars a million times. In the end,
Held that vocal nicely.
Because what I'm saying, like, color is a spectrum. It has different colors, but it has different shades.
Hey, more Schmerkel, let's go. These tracks feel a lot more fleshed out. Really liking that about them.
in the
Okay. And we're going for a grand closer on this one. Okay. Okay, where are we going from here? Damn, what soothing outro right here. Amy jumpstarting his ambient music career. Hey, it's a good jumpstart, I will say. I will resist the urge to play any soundboard sound bites over this. Ambient FM. Amy 3000, it's an evolution right there, come on. So it seems like we're going fully steady and ambient for, I believe pretty much the entire second half of the track, right? Atmospheric way to close it out. Not mad at that. We got that steady fade out. And we have reached the end. Perfectly timed bits right there, Schmerkel. Thank you very much. Now let's just give it an honorary.
We the best music!
Come on now. It's the only thing the album was really missing at the end right there. Yeah, I thought that was a very smooth way to close it out. It felt very steady, but atmospheric, and I thought that was fitting for the album that it's on. Yeah, I think that one was very smooth, worked well for the project. I would give In the End another 8. Good stuff.
That's good.
That is the last track. Almost kind of sad that we're done, but that's how an album should end, right? It should end leaving you satisfied, but ready to hear what's going to come next. I thought Navy Blue made for a pretty great listen, man. It's the most fleshed out and most evolved Amy FM project so far. I thought this was a pretty great album, and seeing the evolution of Amy's music over the past couple years that I've been doing these streams has been pretty great, and this feels like the peak of it so far. Production wise, it's very impressive. There was a few tracks that tried different things throughout here. Just hearing those little experiments instrumentally were really cool, and knowing that it's the first project that Amy has fully self-produced by himself, you know, not using any loops from anybody else or any co-production or anything like that, I think is extremely impressive. Like I said, I feel like Amy has came into his voice way more and is way more comfortable with it. The vocals genuinely impressed me at a lot of different points on this album. So if I had to pick favorites, least favorites on here is the easiest one to start with, because I don't think there is any. The only two that I ranked lower than an 8, I believe, were Dusk and Black Hole. 9 songs with 40 minutes of runtime. It does feel like really just showcasing the highlights and putting the stuff on there that is necessary to be on there, and really giving each song, making sure each song stands out within that. And I think the album definitely succeeds at that. As for favorites, I'm probably going to go for Shine, Love Heals, Orchids, and Web. I thought this was an extremely consistent project. I think the production is super impressive. The vocals from Amy FM are the best they've ever been, not to mention the fact that pretty much all of the features were great. I loved hearing, you know, on Love Heals, Amy FM, 2IC, and Double T all working perfectly together. Just a pretty great listen overall. I'll need more listens as per usual to fully decide on a final rating. I genuinely think this is sitting somewhere around that 8 out of 10 region for me. Yep, don't forget the rest of the Google Doc. Don't worry, I'm going to check that out right now, Amy. Let's see right here. Additional info that we have on the album at the end of Amy's Google Doc right here. Before Navy Blue came to life, I was working on another album called Ultraviolet, which was meant to be my third album. However, that project was cancelled as I was halfway done with it because I felt it lacked a solid artistic direction and felt like a mere collection of songs. Most of the finished output ended up on the Lucy's EP, Lost Planet, but 2 of the songs from that album made their way onto Navy Blue, Shine and Starfield. Okay. I do think Navy Blue felt very cohesive, felt like there was a very specific vibe and sound to this project, rather than, as you were saying with the other project, Ultraviolet, this one didn't just feel like songs thrown together. The spoken word segments on Love Heals and In the End are from Schmirko, and the vocal lines on the outro of Love Heals, Venus, and In the End are from Mira. Orchids contains a sample of this YouTube video. There is an alternative version of this album on Bandcamp, which costs $6 and has a bonus track titled Okay, Okay. There we go. Thank you very much for sending that in, Amy FM. I think it made for a great listen. Shout out to Amy FM for this project.